Welcome to Sophia's Emporium today. I'm coming to you through my iPhone. We'll upload. This isn't live. 20th of February, 5 days before my dopey birthday. Right. Well, let me tell you what today's about. It's about a voice match analysis. And I know you guys aren't that interested in them, even though it shows you how few people's voices are actually on YouTube. Today, we'll be looking at the infamous and notorious Totally Trisha and showing you guys how she's no other than Eilish DeAvalon in disguise. I know it sounds crazy, but when you got a gig at the Conscious Consumer Network and the joint gets busted, well, then you gotta become somebody else. You can go to Conscious Consumer Network, you'll find that 98% of their videos have been privatized. This is a channel that extorts money through e-bags, scams, Ponzi schemes, and even alternative media. And that's how I fell in when Randy Moggins brought me to CCN, where I met Eilish DeAvalon in 2016, January. So, what the fuck do I care? Well, I care because that gets me a step closer to Miss Nasty. I mean, Ms. Wonderful, Katie Robey, aka Mel Ve, that actually ran the action out of CCN. So, we're gonna get on with it. And I do appreciate Thomas Benjamin Wild Esquire topic. This is from Encounters with Walking His Dog. And oh yeah, there are explicit lyrics. It's just the F word. And since I say that all the time, really, what does it matter, right? Okay, let's hurry up and do this. I'm not really, what would you call it? In the mood. Yeah, in the mood to do this. But it's so important for our communities that I'm not allowed in any of them. You know, maybe that's why I'm not allowed in them. Because if anybody goes to anybody else's communities, well, the next thing you know, people actually realize that it is the same person. Makes perfect sense. All right, where's my watch later? Come on. Get on it, Suze. Okay, here we are. Now, I do have an order to the insanity, and we are going to start out with I confess Totally Trish is guilty. And Totally Trish allegedly makes her debut on the Dr. Phil show, but I'm telling you what, since Trish looks like a doppelganger to Eilish, well, I'm telling you the big girl was some kind of a morphed picture of those two. I think that they have definitely manipulated Dr. Phil's image a little bit, played around, and did some really strange things. I just find it all too bizarre. Okay, here we go. But where, Trish? There's so many of them. And you know, this very odd girl named Drizzle was just like bashing Trish. And so was the cyber wolf. And I'm not really sure if cyber wolf is even a real girl. I'm just really not. But let's start with the confession. Yeah. Okay. We're working with accents and singing.
Why I am in YouTube jail. I am in YouTube jail because I was accused in the disappearance of my granny and my sister Ruth. Yeah, she called herself Ruth.
Oh, her sister is Roof. Does that mean like the roof of a house? Or is that roof? Or is that rough, like a dog would sound? Really doesn't matter. We can tell she's a complete idiot and mocks people's makeup. Okay, let's go to this part.
Being in the YouTube penitentiary for a crime I didn't commit. That truthfully, Trisha, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. She ran off with my grandpa Chester. Stupid, stupid girl. You know who that truthfully Trisha was, right? Yeah, she was that other girl that like that crazy whatever. Always showing her
She
boobs
loves to
and
play
shit
characters.
on the internet.
These girls have the
like,
same boobs
bitch,
too.
Step away from my grandpa. He's
Her
so
hair
old.
is colored
I'm gonna
brown.
Get his money, not her. Get out
Here.
of here. Get out of here. So I did my makeups. This girl in my yeah. I'm in solitary right now. I got pinched for a crime I didn't commit in this YouTube penitentiary. But I got me a cup of noodle to keep me safe. So if you got these questions, ask me these questions. Because it's my entitled right to have this recording device. They want me to do a documentary of what it's like being in YouTube penitentiary. And I said, I'll do.
Whoa! I just knocked my mouse right off the desk.
Do it. But I did not have anything to do with the disappearance of Granny and Ruth. But I'm gonna get that truthfully Trisha. That truthfully Trisha, she's She gonna blame me for having something to do with that? Bitch, show the proof. Bitch, I got me a cup of noodle.
All right.
At 39, Mark Bloomberg.
So she has a cup of noodles. And like I was trying to explain, sometimes girls actually color their hair as part of aliases. And truthfully, Trisha and Eilish DeAvalon are both, you know, artificial blondes, of course, with the same shitty brown base to their hair. And a lot of people don't like that, and I completely get it. But let's get into the singing now, because we're going to listen to both women sing. Here's Truthfully Trisha in Material Girl, Madonna parody. Okay. Now, obviously, this woman is an actress. She has several voices, And she does have a slight talent in singing. I mean, it really wouldn't put her on Broadway or anything, but of course you have to be multi-talented if you're going to survive in this world. And Eilish DeAvalon survived in CCN's world from 2015 until 2018 when Mel went underground. And so here's Eilish as Eilish DeAvalon, not as Truthfully Trisha. But now let's listen to this voice. And this is every little cell in my body is happy. And it's for Joshua. Oh, real quick, notice the big boobs on each woman. Notice the eyes. And always remember, it's easy to change little things in your face. You know, veils.
Hi, this is for my little friend Josh, who needs a bit of cheering up right now. Okay, so here it goes. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell is happy and well.
Notice the mocking in her voice. She's an e-beggar scammer that not only is into her sacred sex being very public. Allegedly, she was a journalist apprentice in college. She's involved with trafficking, whether it's Eilish or Trisha. They have a problem with all these young people wanting to be around them. We're talking about COPA laws, trafficking, and all the harvesting and prostituting behind the scenes. This is why Chanter calls people woo-woo or new age. The funny thing is, like I said, even this woman is mocking herself. Everything's a damn joke. She would be one of the people that go back to before 2010 running scams with people like Sasha Stone and the ITNJ. Just really ridiculous. It's a little psychotic, isn't it? Okay, that's enough to just make you want to shove a dirty sock in her mouth, right? And you know what they do with socks. Okay. So next, we're going to listen to Trish sing, Truthfully Trisha. And of course, as many of you know that are in the drama community are keeping up with the slander and ridiculous stories on YouTube. Well, you know, everybody's waiting on some great man to come along. And in the meantime, you know, there's divorces and there's upheavals, and it's just a fucking nightmare. So let's see the nightmare. Talk to me about amendments. This is about jackasses that shouldn't have first right amendments, ruining people that should be allowed to speak because they speak honesty.
I don't need it anymore. Get rid of it. He's with some whore. Hi ho the Mario. It's all going to the dump. I don't need it all to clutter up my house. The bitch is gone, so he can move along. It's going to the dump. Goodbye, baseball cards. Goodbye, baseball cards. I'm so done with you. Goodbye, baseball cards. Goodbye, suits and jackets and shirts and nasty underwear, socks and pants. Goodbye, nasty, awful shoes, and all the shit you stand to lose. It's going to the dump. You left me for her, and I don't give a shit about her. So take all your shit and leave alone. The things that I don't give a shit about, but it's going to the dump. It's going to the dump. The old man is gone away, and I don't need him to clutter my way. Goodbye.
Okay. So there's her big divorce song. And allegedly, you know, he laid hands on her and she did this and he did that. And, you know, it's a complete mockery of being an adult and how to deal with actual relationships. Now, let's go into her using other people to mock and still having the same voice. So here she's mocking someone named Miranda.
Hi guys, it's me Miranda. And truthfully, Trisha asked me to come here to tell you guys something that you guys really need to know about.
Okay, now, we see the actress theme running throughout. We see her able to manipulate her voice and to mock someone's makeup here again. You know, the whole makeup community is a joke, isn't it? And that goes back to hairdressers. Well, we're not going to get the phone. We're just going to let it ring because I am holding the phone with my left hand and entertaining you guys and working with the mouse with my right. There we go.
I left from the other side. At least I tried 1,000 times. My name is Miranda Things, and you can find me on YouTube. And I have one word for those who are not friends with Trisha anymore. And I'll titter this. Haters, back off.
Okay, that is a client. Hang on just a second. Hi, Sharon. You want me to get you an appointment booked? Okay, hang on just a second. All right. So, let me get the next video up for you. It's called Heaven on Earth, and that will give me enough time to take care of my client. This is Eilish. Let's try again. Hang on, Sharon. I just gotta get my book. Hang on, okay? Hang on. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, that's fine. You want to roll in about 1:30 or something? Okay, let me get that shit. Got it, baby. I'll see you at 1:30. So, here's Eilish having a new age moment, of course. And, you know, she's a guru. She's a lifestyle expert. She's a bag of boobs and sells nude pictures online. Let's jump it ahead so we can actually see her. We want to go to 434. Let's hop in here. Now we see the reason for Journalism Academy. It was an indoctrination into their weirdo cult. And of course, Mel Ve being the reincarnation of Helena Blavatsky, and Eilish with being the guru from Australia. They were a dynamic 1-2 punch. Most of the time when they talked behind the scenes, it was really not discernible what they were saying because their accents were so poor and meant to be, let's say, misunderstood. You know, misinformation, disinformation, and such. So if you're trying to learn something and someone's speaking to you in gibberish and you don't really understand, usually you just go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh. Not me. So, I have been waiting to do this for some time. I'd really like to get back to the Ferguson history, but I know Mel's on the move, and I got to address things as quickly as possible. It's just Eilish today. And who does this remind you of? C.W. Chanter. Making their little holy rituals from other people's religious dogmas and indoctrinating people that are either atheist or Western Christians will say. It's just a joke. It's a parody. It's annoying. It wastes the tape on YouTube. I don't know how many other ways to say it, but Trisha does. So we're going to go back to Truthfully Trisha. And of course, she's extremely unstable mentally. Now, like I've talked about, when you see an adult woman with the ears, the nose, the cat, you know, the whole thing, this is a trafficking, whoring yourself out kind of a code. See, there's her ears. So what she did is a loop here. You see how dehumanizing that would be. Yep, on and on with that crap. But you get it. She actually has musical training. She does have skills. Damn it. My phone is just not staying up for Trish. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So now, if we go back, because who wants to hear that over and over? We have to go to the video that really says the most about ignorance. So, like I said, two-way video, third-party evaluation. When I take a bath and I'm listening to YouTube, my phone's wrapped up in a towel. You know, the whole joke about people being able to watch you take a shit or to have a minute's peace.
Someone asked me, Trisha, how do you deal with the pain of...
Well, Trisha's going to tell us how she deals with her pain.
And I have to tell you, Epsom salt...
This bitch has 34,000 subs. The more subs you have, the more souls you've stolen. Is the way I see it. Manipulation and such. She's always in school.
I had 5 narratives that I needed to write. We're working on our first writer's
Sounds like she writes fictitious
I
scripts
had
too
to
in
write a
college.
300-word discussion response for my public speaking class, which we had
Public
to
speaking
watch
fits
when
into
we
journalism.
a speech, and I watched Madonna's Billboard Woman of the Year Award 2016.
Tag Trump's presidential election.
Yes, I'm turning red because the hot water is just super hot. I took an ibuprofen, and after I get out of the bath,
She's way more into politics and religion than you could ever
and
dream.
I put on a lidocaine patch because the pain is just excruciating. But I deal with
Tag
it.
Channer's
That's
pain
because
patch.
My mind is constantly going. I'm not just sitting here with my own thoughts. I'm not just here putting on makeup and getting caught up into the drama. So
She is a split personality as well as bipolar.
And
There's always somebody talking to her.
Staying out of drama, so I'm not.
She's out of drama.
So I unwound.
I doubt it.
I ate that. I don't know if you've ever tried the vegan chicken patties. I had a couple of those, and I had some mashed potatoes and some coconut water.
She loves meat.
Eating well, and
So, of course,
keep that glucose in your brain.
she has to mention the vegetarian thing.
So
I haven't eaten
so
meat for
have
15
5
years, another
minutes
thing to
in
mock.
and inquiry class, which is
We did a
about
blood type
literacy
show together,
and
actually.
discourse in our communication, which ties into public speaking, which I have.
This is Trisha,
a
remember.
narrative essay that is
Next, we'll go see Eilish.
And then I had my art appreciation class, which I painted a picture and I uploaded that. We have this thing called Blackboard, which we interact with our teachers and peers, which is
There
really
we
cool.
go.
And then, let's see. I have what's called Inquisitive, which we read chapter 2, which was in our art class, our art book. And it's about sculpture and the mediums used for art and literacy in art, the words that we have to remember, how art is made, different pictures. One of my favorite new artists, which is not new, but Georgia O'Keeffe and Vincent van Gogh, Rembrandt, Picasso, and a bunch of other just amazing people. And there's a kind of art form called high relief, which I really seem to like a lot, and I like geometric shapes and patterns and repetition. We're also learning how to create a pattern and draw that. Let's see.
Yakety yak.
I have
There's
to
the
read
politics.
2 articles that are like by Fox and by CNN, and I have to see like the differences between the 2. And then I have to write a narrative about how each of them are different, yet how they're trying to sway their audience. What is political spin? Do you guys know what political spin is?
You do it all the time,
So I have to
Eilish.
write about that. Then I have to write
Trisha.
an extra essay about makeup. I've chosen mascara. So I have to write a 1,200-word narrative about mascara.
And how boring is that?
And my computer class, I learned about the operating system, and now we're in Microsoft Office, and we're learning
Tag
about
computer
Word. So I have to
blue.
create a Word document using everything like graphs and shading.
Now, Eilish knew all this with Mel.
Creating an MLA-style essay.
So here
format that I've
again,
been using with
she's
the,
just using her journalism academy days.
space
She's been making videos for over a decade.
double-spaced and all of that stuff. So let's see, I have computers, I have art, I have public speaking, I have English, writing and inquiry, and political, American history, political science thing, politics, American politics. And I have time to be with the dogs, and I have to
Now, of course,
bake breakfast
Trish
for tomorrow, and this whole weekend
lives her
breakfast.
best life here,
I've got a lot of stuff.
acting
It's nice
American.
because it keeps my mind busy. It keeps my mind occupied.
But back in
I don't have time
CCN,
involved in all of
like
the
I said, she
drama.
was
I get to
Australian.
work with the YouTubers that I love, Gabrielle, Sandy,
Yeah.
Sam.
Everybody loves
YouTubers that I
everybody.
I'm not
But everybody hates me. And everybody says, don't talk to me, I'm dangerous. And it's really disgusting because at that point, if you have any sense, you actually realize what happened here. And it's a damn joke. So, where do we want to go from here? We covered all of this.